What is up, everybody out there in YouTube land? All my beautiful shooters. Welcome to Papa's Pew Pews, live from Waynesville, Georgia. Just got out of court. Thought I'd hop on and see what everybody was up to. Y'all double tap them screens as you come in. Go check out the content, sub to the channel. Let's show YouTube that we do want to see some positive Second Amendment content. What is up, Gunner Man? Sorry, I've been really busy this week. I have just got everything done. Just left court. What's up, Brookside? Y'all double tap them screens as you come in. Just left child court or juvenile court, whatever you call it. Had court with my grandkids today. It's called a permanent placing hearing or permanent placement hearing I had with the kids today. Paul Witt, what is up, brother? So yeah, court went good. Gunner said he had to make him a new handle. He done broke the old one. Witt, that was a hell of a live yesterday, brother. Four people in the chat, double tap them screens, sub to the channel, check out the brothers. You know the drill. Just make sure that thumbs up lit up. Yeah, it went well. They gave my daughter 3 more months basically before they terminate rights completely. She's got to pass 3 drug tests, which doesn't look very promising. But anyway, 19 people in the chat. Thank y'all all for coming into the channel. Drop some comments. Larry, how's it going, brother? Y'all drop some comments. Show YouTube we do want positive 2A community stuff here, man. Y'all go check out Larry's Outdoors. Go check out Paul Witt. Go check out the brothers, man. Go check out my channel. Sub to the channel. But mainly, make sure that thumbs up button's lit up. And drop a comment. Third like. Yep. It's going good, bro. Like I was telling just a minute ago before y'all come in, I just left court. Permanent placement hearing for my grandbabies. They naturally are staying with Papa for a while. Today made 9 months that I've had them, so let's go. But yeah, everything's going good. All right, what you need? Yes, they are plus P rated. The PT 111 Pro, that's why it has the Pro on it. They are plus P rated. Um, Larry, that's all I shoot out of, unless it's like what you see on the table, like range ammo, like self-defense and stuff like that. I use mostly plus P ammo. No, what it is, permanent placement means two different things, Paul. It can mean that if they're labeled unadoptable, which normally is because like my situation. My 2 granddaughters, their father is completely out the picture. He's over in India in a permanent insane asylum, so they can't terminate his rights here on American soil. Being that they can't do that, a permanent placement would be until they're 18 because they can't legally adopt them to us. Then the permanent placement on a short-term basis is just saying, hey, look, instead of moving them around from home to home, we're placing them with the grandparents for 6 months, a year, whatever her case plan is. Jason, White Rambo, what is up? Double tap them screens, guys. There's my brother. Y'all got to go check out White Rambo and Jason Ewing. But yeah, I'm learning a lot about this damn In Georgia alone, we call it DFACS, Family and Children Services. There are 283,000 children right now as we speak in a placement home. 283,000. And as I listened to court, we were the fifth one in row this morning. Uh, they are so understaffed and they're taking kids for almost zero reasons at all. And that's why the system's so overwhelmed. They took one child today in court for one hydrocodone. A girl had a backache and took a hydrocodone and they snatched her kid. That's how easy you can lose your children. Now, are there viable reasons like my daughter's? Yes, there's reason. There's times when the government stepped in, but like everything else, anything they touch, they mess up. Double tap them screens, guys. Check out the content. Check out the brothers' contents. Oh yeah, I support it. I support anything legal, bro. I mean, yeah, I think every country should have a Second Amendment because that's how we get the rights we get. Is a few crazy people got together and bucked up against the system, and that's how we became what we are. Yeah, it is a crazy number to hear, Paul, and to see the little bit of stuff and what you hear the word gatekeeping all the time. No, mine's the very first PT 111 Pro, bro. But you hear people talk about gatekeeping with the system. It's done a lot. Like I was new to all of it. I raised my grandkids, but all the little resources that you can get and all this stuff, I didn't know about none of this stuff, and they don't tell you about it. You have to find out about it, then ask them, then they'll admit to it. But there's a lot of sad cases out there. Some of government overreach. Some are of parents just not needing to breathe air anymore. But some of the cases were just silly. As I sat there listening to them this morning, and how I think of everything in a legal standpoint. If I was in court, you've got the prosecutor who's against you. You've got your own attorney who's your defense attorney. He's supposed to be defending you. As I sat there this morning, I watched this so-called defense attorney that the state gives these young mothers. The first 5 girls that come up, he sounded more like the damn prosecutor than the prosecutor did. Yeah, I know. They're not going to call it 2A. That's because we have the Constitution and the amendments and stuff. Paul, that's a very good point. That is a very good point. And you got to read the whole Constitution and read them words because that's one thing about our Second Amendment. It is steeped in every word that is written in that Constitution. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people. YouTube's killing everybody, man. YouTube is killing everybody's channel. They just got Stifler yesterday for some BS reason, but they're making it harder to get views now. Now anything you do, if they think you're touching something off screen, they're going to pull your live. They're going to give you a 1 to 2 week ban. They're going to start pulling your content. They got J-Dog. They pulled videos, not off of one channel. He posted 2 different, video on 2 different channels that got almost 300,000 views apiece, and they snatched that. No, it don't get spoken on a bunch, Paul. But then again, you look at sites like Rumble. Rumble's starting to pick up a little bit of speed, but it's still slow and hard to navigate. Like I went looking for some of you guys on Rumble. Like Focus said he had one. I typed in Focus 904. I can't find nobody on Rumble. So I'm going to have to figure out how to operate that. I'm going to have to figure out how to transfer my YouTube stuff to Rumble and my Facebook stuff and even my TikTok. I had 20,000 followers on TikTok. Lost all of them to one little band. I can still go on it. I just can't make live posts on TikTok anymore. But that was a permanent ban. For a stupid ass reason. Oh, they're all spies, bro. If you don't think for a minute, that's like I tell people all the time when they start talking about government agencies. If you don't think for a minute they know every one of us gun tubers and they got every bit of our content already, you crazy as hell. They know everything we post. They know our names, our home addresses. They know all that stuff. That's why I say I don't have nothing illegal. I have nothing to hide. I handle my stuff responsibly. All my serial numbers and paperwork's correct. Yeah, that was TikTok. Yeah. Matter of fact, you can still see the video where they got me on my TikTok. I'm sitting there talking, and it says video ended. Bloop. What's up, Jerome? That's where I got Paul on my content where I talk about the lunch boxes. I got that because I was trying to be TikTok friendly, and I didn't want to get flagged for a firearm, so I'd put them in their case and I'd call it the lunchbox specials. Godfather, what's up, my brother? Oh, I'm always careful, bro. But that's me. I'll protect everything that's mine. I don't mind. I keep a lawyer on standby. I don't mind. What's right's right. What's wrong's wrong. If I make a mistake, I'll own my mistake. To my very last breath, I'll own my mistakes. But if I ain't did nothing wrong, I'll fight you to my last breath. I'm a big one on accountability. If I screw something up, I'll stand accountable for it. You're planning your range day. Sounds good, my brother. Yeah, it's thundering here. Ain't no range day for me. I was hoping to work on the truck a little bit today, but I ain't getting a wet ass to put in a wheel bearing and a CV axle and a set of brakes. So you'll have to wait till tomorrow. I got my mom's little EV golf cart wannabe car. That car feels so weird driving around. It's called the Kia Niro. Look that little joker up. Small as can be. It's got this loud, obnoxious backup sensor that sounds almost like a backup sensor that would be on a semi truck, only it's like it's hooked to an external speaker, so it's extremely loud. And everybody looks at you strange when you're backing up. It's like, sorry. And then when I put my go bag in the back of it, the damn car is so small, I feel like I'm sitting in a tuna can. Well, I was just watching the old Coleon Noir and Joe Rogan thing on Focus. What's up? Speaking of that Focus, I looked for you on Rumble, bro, and I couldn't find you. Anyway, I watched the Joe Rogan and Coleon Noir thing on the censorship of YouTube. How you could go see people on Insta right now getting offed left and right. You can see them, getting popped while on live. You can see all this stuff. But all your positive gun content that used to be there that taught a lot of people their gun safety. Even Coleon admitted that that's where he learned his initial gun safety was off of YouTube videos. Because everybody drills the same thing. Don't put your finger on the trigger. Don't point it at something you ain't ready to destroy. We all drill the same thing. Don't flag people. But all that's slowly starting to be diminished. And they're slowly starting to put more of the negative shit. Like, so they can say, see, I told you they're bad. Look at them dangerous things. Instead of having the right people teach the right things. That's just the way of the world right now, guys. That's the agenda-driven, policies. And we got to find workarounds. If we got to change a few words, if we got to change content up a little. That's why it's important to build these communities that we're building and give people a voice. One person they're not going to listen to. 1 million people you got to at least pretend to listen to. Oh yeah, IG Live, you can see that shit. I watched one the other night that gave me flashback, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Dude was sitting in the car talking, you hear the pop pop, and I watched, and this is gonna be graphic, guys, so graphic warning. When I watched the guy's fingers bow up, it reminded me of the situation that I was in. When I watched his fingers just crumple up, I knew. But that was on the gram, you know what I'm saying? You could see it. but yet don't post a picture like what I'm posting right now, or they pull it. AR, what is up, my brother? Good to see you. Y'all double tap them screens, drop some comments, keep the live going. Let's show YouTube we do want this kind of content. We all already know the algorithm's against us. Ain't no sense in crying over spilled milk. Now it's time to get together, move on, support these pages, and keep them going. We could easily, yeah, jump to Rumble and jump to other places, but then all we're doing is running from the problem. We need to stand up, make our stand, and say we're tired of giving up. We're not giving up no more of our rights. We're not giving up no more of our freedoms. Leave our shit alone. Johnny B, what is up? MJB. But I'm on my soapbox today. Y'all double tap them screens. Check out the content. If you have not already subscribe. Then go check out Focus. Go check out Paul Witt. Go check out all the brothers commenting. If you have a GunTube page or a YouTube page, period, drop it in the comments so people can sub to you. I'm all for promoting small YouTube channels and even big YouTube channels. So promote away. What is up, J Dog? Yo, yo, yo. We done conjured him up. He conjured me this morning, so I conjured J Dog up today. That was some funny shit, man. I woke up this morning, J Dog, and what it done when he sent the message to me, right? It cut my show I was watching off. I was like, what the hell? I rolled over and I seen the Insta message that I was being summoned. But yeah, court went good. The kids are basically permanently placed with me. They gave her 3 months. If she does not comply in 3 months, which is 3 clean drug tests, then they'll start removing her visitations slowly till she has no rights whatsoever. Um, Marcel, the smallest, his daddy got legitimized today, so he'll get to get his visits now. So that's great. So everything we wanted to happen pretty much happened today like it was supposed to. So we had a good day, other than it is raining and I cannot put my parts on my truck. And I'm trying to give my mama her golf cart back, so I need to get my truck fixed. Yeah, it's good though, bro. I'm happy. It was a positive day. It was a little longer. I had to sit and listen through some court cases, but I learned a lot. Well, Gunner man, that's unfortunately how freedoms are won. Unfortunately, I'm in Georgia, brother. Godfather, I'm in Georgia. I'm in South Georgia. I did not wear the knee high socks, J Dog. I took it a step better. I wore the khakis with some ankle socks and dress shoes. Bro, it was epic. When the pant leg would ride up a little bit, you'd see the dress shoes and the ankle socks sitting there. Yeah. I did wear the Rolex though. 2.5 inches last night. Damn. Oh yeah, I had to do it. It was either that or wear the knee highs that you were talking about, but the only ones I could find were the pink socks that go with my pink polo shirt, and I wasn't wearing the pink polo shirt, so I was like, nah, that won't match. So I threw the khakis on, button up plaid red shirt, or kind of plaid, whatever the hell it is. Went in there looking all professional, only to not be allowed to speak myself at all. They never once wanted to speak to me. They only spoke to the caseworker and my daughter. Oh, did you got? Yeah, yeah. I used to be a pastor. No, no cap. If you can get to my YouTube, you'll still see sermons. I do have some sermons still on my, I mean, on my Facebook. I said YouTube, on my Facebook, but you have to search for them. I've deleted 90% of that. But I'm telling you, I wasn't the typical pastor. I wasn't the kind of pastor that you think of when you think of the standard idea of Christianity. I taught I taught what I call true Bible, um, true meanings, true explanations. People get hung up on politics, even in Christianity. They get hung up on politics too much. I tell people all the time, a Bible in the wrong hands is just as dangerous as what you see on the screen in the wrong hands. Look at your Jim Jones situation. Look at your, you know, David Koresh situations. You know, and go back all through history. It was all over religion and religious beliefs. Funniest story, guys, and I can tell it on my page. Um, Hindis, Indians, South Indians. One of their gods' symbol is the swastika. The Germans stole that from the Hindi belief. So on their little temples they put in the stores, they'll have that little swastika like design on their little portable temples. And you should have seen the looks my ass would get when people would walk in and the first thing they seen was that little temple. And they'd see that little symbol. And I'd have to give everybody a history lesson on what was going on. Put the ring in the Glock box. There you go. I used to tell people the last chance to run whenever I do a wedding. You know, you want to throw a little humor in there and all. When I'd go right before I do the vows, it's like, "This is your last chance to run. Hey, I got the door for you. I can get you out the door. After that, you're on your own." Osteen and all them guys, I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I don't hold no punches, bro. I don't think you should give people money to buy jets and buy mega churches and all this shit. That money should go to the people. It should not go to the pastors. I'm on live. Get your stuff. It should not go to the pastors. Now the Bible does tell you, you know, when it talked about the Levitical priests, them were the ones who lived in the church. They were the ones, the way they ate, the way they lived was off of a portion of the offerings that come in. They wasn't to profit; they were to survive, because part of your Levitical walk was the struggle, was depending on quote unquote air quote your God to provide for you, not your people, your God to provide for you. Jehovah's Witness. See, I was always non-denominational, man, because I studied a lot of religions. I've studied Hindi. I've studied some of the old Greek beliefs, just breaking it all down. And when you start looking at the similarities, there's a lot of similarities in every religion. The where it goes different is when people put their own opinion in it. Oh yeah, the one. Yeah, that's oh frig, what's his name? When his whole eyes, whole beady eyes, when he, yeah, he was a well-known Bible thumper that was all about the money. Hey, there's a video on that, Godfather. There's a new YouTube short on that. Um, a woman's getting married, and the heading of it, he made her fall in love with her all over again. But when they ask, does anybody have any objections, she turns around and hikes up her wedding dress, and she's sitting there with a Glock strapped to her leg, and then like three of the best men stand up, and they're holding guns also. Like, I wish somebody would object to this. They are, but once again, like every religion, they have their cult-like ways. And that's funny too, because the original root word of cult means student. You're learning. That's like Christians come from a derogatory term, little Christs. There's so much stuff in that, man, history and everything else. But I try not to put religion and politics in my lives and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I used to do, man. I mean, I was a biblical scholar, literally. Yep, it goes deep, man. Um, and then you got your non-believers, and a lot of your non-believers are because they were hurt by some damn religious person that didn't know half of what they were talking about. Oh, I don't mind giving aspect. Like I said, I'll still do some weddings and I'll do funerals, but I don't preach anymore. There's so much negativity and wrong in beliefs today that, well, it's like our gun culture. If you're not in certain cliques, you're not accepted. If you don't look a certain way, act a certain way, talk a certain way, you're not accepted by certain people. If you don't have certain degrees or PhDs, I've been able to sit with pastors of churches who had, PhDs and doctorates since I was 13 years old and break a Bible down in a way that they couldn't even figure out how I done it. But I've been able. I had that talent as a kid. Um, because of the way that I would break a Bible down. Everything that you find in the New Testament will be backed up in the Old Testament, same as the Old Testament will be backed up in the New Testament. Yeah, I've done a lot of funerals, bro. Here lately, I've done a lot of funerals that I didn't want to do. I've done the funeral to, I've lost almost everybody my age. All my friends have died either accidents, overdoses. I'm one of the few ones that literally, I legitimately made it out the street. When I tell y'all I come out the street, I come out the street. I was a gang member at 13 years old. I was a drug dealer. I did all that stuff. I don't deny my past. I was everything that, when I say I was a gangster's gangster, I truly was. But I came out that life. But I buried almost every one of my people. And the ones I haven't buried are sitting away right now doing life plus 45. I got 6 different friends doing life plus 45. When I tell y'all that my friends they made documentaries on, it's true. I mean, literally, there's whole documentaries on the people that I hung out with. And some of you focus, you might know what I'm fixing to say, and you might catch it. I'll never say straight out, but I tell y'all I was a gang member, and I'll just tell y'all that I fell under the 6. Now, some people might understand what I'm saying when I say that. And when I tell you they made documentaries on people I hung out with, one of them's famous for getting a pardon here recently, but the state won't turn him loose. Well, that's what I'm saying, EDC. I keep it real, man. I don't bullshit nobody. I don't have to bullshit nobody. Most of my stuff can be backed up. Like I said, once again, you go to the little locals, which is what I call the Facebook page. You'll see people, conversating with me. You'll see people that know me, but you'll also see people that I ignore the hell out of and don't talk to because they're not about anything. Me nowadays, if you ain't about having a better life or about being a positive person or something, I just don't mess with you, man. Pardon for life, nah, brother, you good. Life gets hard sometimes, but hey, that's what makes us, man. Once again, I told, which one of y'all did I tell the other day? I gave y'all this reference. You're a diamond, bro. Think of how a diamond is made. A diamond is made with extreme heat and pressure. Well, guess what? You're made the same way. You're made through the trials by fire that we go through daily, and the pressure that we're under daily makes you who you are. Nah, my Taurus don't give me any problems with plus P. Not my PT 111. I can't remember if that uh I can't remember if that other Taurus, the G4X that I had, I can't remember if it told me I could shoot plus P out of it or not. But I didn't keep it long. Yep, true. You're right, J Dog. But yeah, I didn't keep the only Taurus I kept for a long amount of time is that PT-111. The Gen or the G4 or whatever. I kept it about 2 weeks, and then I discovered that Shield Plus, and from there it was over. Once I got that Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, and then I got the 45 version of it, and then I bought that foldable carbine of 9mm. I was hooked on Smith, and now I've seen that 10mm. Oh boy. I finally found that video this morning, J-Dog, and when old boy stumped me this morning asking what was my holy grail of guns, I got to thinking, we talk about rifles all the time, but I don't really think about a holy grail of handguns. And I guess, I think it's time to get me a 10mm. Which, I don't encounter many bears, but I've encountered a few about as big as a bear. Anyway, what you guys up to? Double tap them screens, sub to the channel, go look up J-Dog. So check out his channel. He just got monetized, guys. Go check out his channel. Focus 904, all the brothers, Candy, all the brothers on that's commenting. Yeah, somebody asked us this morning what was our holy grail of handguns, Candy. He started with asking about the rifles, and then he asked about what was our one handgun that we've always wanted. And I couldn't think of one. I've had just about every handgun I could ever want. Now, there's a lot of rifles I've never owned, but I've never thought about a specific handgun. My rifle is a Browning BAR. That's what I want when I get ready to get put on paperwork again. That's what I'll have, is a BAR. You know what? I forget what you said. I don't think you ever answered, J-Dog. Did I remember you didn't answer? Because we were both kind of like the same thing. Like, really don't know. Candy's at it again. Oh, Lord. The rain's hitting so hard it sounds like hell out there, but it's not. It's rain. I had to look out the window to see. See, I didn't have the G2C. I jumped straight from the PT-111 to the G4. And then I went from the G4 to the Smith & Wesson. It's a light rain here. Yeah, it's just big drops. I mean, like I said, it was hitting my metal roof so hard, though, it sounded like hell like it was hailing for a minute. But what I've got in my bathroom, it used to be a skylight. And instead of deleting the whole skylight, they just ran the metal roof over the plastic of the skylight. So it's like it amplifies. Whenever rain hits, it amplifies the sound. A Ruger Black Hawk and 44 mag. That's a big old beast. A lot of y'all sporting them 44 mags. Got Daniel wanting to go get one. Hey, Paul, if it runs, run it, man. I mean, yeah, the 101 and 357. See, I love my 357 round. I ain't even gonna cap. I love the 357 round. Um, I thought about doing it, the 357 Sig, but I don't know. The 357 is semi-auto. To me, certain rounds scream revolver. That's just the way I think. I like the Henry Golden Boy. See, that's what I was trying to do with my Henry 22 wit was I was trying to get the Golden Boy features put on this regular Henry lever that I had Cerakoted, but the parts won't interchange, and they don't make them for the basic Henry 22. Carson, what's up, brother? Ooh, that would be nice. I pretty much have a Wilson government. Everything in it's Wilson, other than the frame. I'm sorry, the hammer is Nighthawk, but everything else is all Wilson. Even the extra springs. I've got 5 extra springs for that 45. See, I'm wanting to go backwards. I've got an old single shot um, Aber Johnson and CycleWorks 22 rifle. I want to find more of the Aber Johnsons that have the actual CycleWorks name on them, not just Aber Johnson. Then we'll put them around 1908, anywhere from 1915 to 1918, I do believe. But I want to start working backwards and get some more old guns again. Sorry, guys, my chat hung up. Yeah, I want a long. I much prefer a 357 Magnum and a longer barrel. That 2-inch barrel, as far as performance, I mean it's good. Don't get me wrong. It damn sure does the job. But over 4 inches. Mr. Carson. Hey, J Dog, selling you, Carson. The 590 Shockwave. See, I love my damn Mossberg 500, and I love my little Maverick 88 with the 18.5-inch barrel. But I want that damn Rock Island bullpup now. I gotta have it. And I want that damn gun, and I can't. I think it's called a Street Sweeper, but I can't remember. It's the one with the big ass drum, um, integral drum or whatever it is on it. But it's off the movie Players Club where he pulls the guy in the car and he sticks that little shorty shotty up to his head. That's what I want. It's like a damn gas dispensing gun, but it's a 12 gauge. Street Sweeper. That's what I thought. I thought it was called a Street Sweeper. But every time I watch that show, I want one. But yeah, today's been a good day. It's Friday. All y'all fixing to be off, and some of y'all's week's just getting started. What's the plans for the weekend, guys? Who's going live? What y'all doing? Because I plan on doing shit as long as it's raining, but watching YouTube. I screwed up last night, turned on Tubi. I knew when I put forensic files on, I wouldn't be alive another 15 minutes. Boy, I was gone. I mean, gone. Freaky Friday. Brace yourselves. Yeah, EDC's collecting SIGs, guys. Any SIGs you don't want, EDC will take. You going live Saturday evening? Okay. Expect another 2 inches. Yeah, that's my wife's problem. She's expecting another 2 inches. I'm on strike, bruh. I'm on strike. I ain't putting out. The Braves game. There you go, brother. I ain't been to a Braves game since, what was it, 93 or 94 that they won the World Series. And that was the old stadium. You should give it to her twice. I ain't giving it to her once. Telling you. Set my damn truck tire on fire. She on punishment. Well, see, that's Godfather. I helped wire the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and I've never stepped foot in it since. I helped do the electrical wiring there. That and the stadium downtown Nashville. Yeah, bro, I love coming to Atlanta, North Georgia area. I used to go once a week because I did a lot of wholesale, and I'd hit the Buford Highway, wholesale district over there in Dorville. My uncle's shop's still there. He owns a shop called Euro Exchange, um, Mercedes, BMW, Audi, and all that stuff. But I used to come about once a week to no the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That's the stadium in Atlanta. But yeah, I used to love coming to Atlanta. I kept me for the longest time the Marriott Marquise in downtown Atlanta. I'd keep a room on reserve there because I never know when I'd wake up and want to haul ass to Atlanta. I don't do a lot of sports anymore. When my grandma passed, that was always her. That was always her pastime, and that was always what I would do with her. So after she passed, I fell off a lot. Now I get big on Georgia Florida game because I was in the transport industry for years, and that's our big rival every year. And we bring in about, hey, you gonna use a super safety? Nope, me. I don't use super safeties. Yes, Atlanta takes me about 4 hours and 20 minutes to get to from South Georgia. Oh yeah, it's a nice stadium, Candy. I just haven't been. I've been saying I wanted to catch a baseball game for the past couple of years. I tell my wife that about every other weekend. 7 hours from you to Atlanta. Still not bad. Little 7 hour ride. It takes me about six and a half to get to Miami. It takes me about four and a half to get to Atlanta. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know 12 gauge slug. That's well, believe it or not, I finally found buckshot hot enough I could shoot out of it, and I've got it running like a sewing machine now. Oh, you get government discounts. Gotcha. Yeah, I come to Atlanta quite often, man. Like I said, I was big on the wholesale. I was going down buying the clothes and coming back down to South Georgia selling the hell out of it. Same with Miami. I'd go down and buy the newest gear that would come out, come back to Brunswick and sell the hell out of it. Oh yeah, if you take an F-35, 3 hours or less. But if I take an F-35, I'm going to jail for Grand Theft Jet. They know my non-military ass come walking up on the base. They just gonna pop me. You could pogo stick there in about 87 hours. That would be diabolical. Here comes J Dog on the pogo stick. Your Nissan Altima driver? Well, right now I'm a damn Kia Niro driver until my truck gets fixed. And that damn wannabe golf cart, 70 mile an hour max electric piece of I don't know what. Just kidding, JP. People try to gotcha. The Citadel's good. 813 tactical. It took a little bit of a love hate relationship at first, man, because it. I never had a ejection problem. It was a feed problem with mine, but I thought I was using the wrong ammo and everything else, and I finally got it to where after the little break-in period, as long as I'm running hot ammo, I don't have any issues with it at all. Now, as far as recoil, great. Everything about it is great. Yeah, that's what I done. I polished the feed ramp, but I also my magazine looked like somebody because I bought it used. Looked like had somebody had got a hold of it with some damn pliers. It was jagged and everything else. Once I fixed all that, and I only run 3-inch magnums, I have no problem. It's the 2 3/4 that wasn't wanting to feed up in there. It wasn't even going up. The mag wasn't popping the shell up even a little bit for it to start, for it to catch to go up in the feed ramp. It was like staying pressed down in the mag. But like I said, I've got it now. It runs every shot. I still don't like semi-autos myself personally, but I got it. I play with it. Yeah, I don't like not on them. I'd prefer to grab. That's like that mag. That mag's so damn hard to load with my messed up fingers. I can load my pump shotgun 3 times in the time I put 5 shells in that damn magazine. Yeah, I don't like metal mags. Cut your hands all up and every damn thing else trying to mess with it. I haven't tried any P mags on this. I did find a drum that I'm thinking about ordering, and I think I found a 10 round mag. Oh yeah, they make mags for it. I'll check them out. Hell, I'll try anything once, twice if I like it. A third time just to prove myself wrong. But altogether, the little Citadel, it's all right for what it is. I mean, I wouldn't take it into no damn war, but Play around with it, it's alright. I know they got them for the 9mm, and they got them for the 45 also now. Pink mag for a revolver would be diabolical. Nope, we're gonna leave the revolvers right where they are, J Dog. They have a hidden caveat to them. They're not a fixed cylinder system, wherefore they don't fall under a lot of your gun laws. You don't hear that talked about much in mainstream, stuff about firearms, but a revolver does not fall under the same gun laws. To make good rifles, revolvers. I'm not John Wayne. Hey man, I like my revolvers though. They have a special place in my heart. They make me feel all warm and fuzzy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's because that's a damn miniature bazooka, J Dog. They don't want nobody to take their wooden doors off the frames. You don't need a hammer. Just grab a anaconda. Yeah, no internal safety. But that's the thing though. These revolvers, they're basically safeties in themselves. Most of the triggers are so hard, a young child can't pull them, and they can't cock them because the hammer's so heavy. Most, I'm saying most. That's one thing I like about my 357. That's one reason I keep it out so much. Is it's harder to do the double action, and it's harder to cock it. Even though it stays on me, if I happen to sit it on a nightstand or something, even though my kids are taught not to touch, it's still a feature, I think Candy full of shit. Talking about he ain't never shot one. J Dog, I still allegedly have that damn little 380 sitting in certain places. I don't know why. It's like Velcro. It's stuck to me today. I fell asleep with it in my pocket last night. Woke up and it was still there. And every time I turn and look, it's back in the area. It's like a damn boomerang. Throw it, it flies back. Allegedly. Yeah, so yeah, it's a skinwalker. It's trying to get me to put it on regular rotations. What it's trying to do. It is, Candy. I agree 100%. Whatever you're used to, whatever you train with the most, that's what I'm saying. See, Paul, that's me. I go through the house and just find random shit, bro, that I forgot I had. Like, for instance, underneath the camera in a drawer in a Ziploc bag is a whole nother 380 that all I got to do is put together. And it's a LCP. That's like the other day when I found the 25 auto ammo and the 32 ammo. I don't even remember having a 25 and a 32 in this house. But I damn sure got the ammo, so apparently at some point I had them. Right now, the oldest one I've got, technically, is that 1863 Colt Navy that's chambered in 45, but that was chambered in the early 1900s. I mean, converted in the early 1900s. And then I have the 1917 30-06. That's my two oldest. Oh, and the Aber Johnson, which is around 1915, 1917 also. I forgot about that one. And then I've got an old 12 gauge from the mid mid early nah probably 1930s 1940s. It's old single shot with the longest damn barrel I've ever seen on anything. Then I got some matching sets of Stevens. I've got some old Stevens double barrel and single barrels. I've got the um, A5 Browning that was my dad's. See, I haven't shot it yet. I've got the ammo for it. I haven't shot it yet. I haven't had it too long. Matter of fact, I think I sent J Dog a picture of it the day I got it and was asking him if he knew anything about it because I didn't know a whole lot about it. Oh, I love Charter Arms, Godfather. As far as just little. Once again, my channel was always meant to be a budget channel. I never wanted to focus my most expensive stuff. I wanted people to find something, to introduce them into the 2A lifestyle. So I like a lot of your budget brands. And the Charter Arms Bulldog was always a warm place in my heart until they made it hard to find the freaking 44 special ammo. The 380. Damn it, bro. I remember because it was, what, five brothers. You had Jennings, Bryco, Lorson, and two others, and they kept going bankrupt, and they would swap it into the other's name, and they would make the guns them guns. I had a lot of them over the years, 22s, 380s, even the 9mm. I had a Bryco 9mm. Actually, I had one, Paul. I had a blank gun for, like, starting races and stuff. It showed up one day at the house. That'll work. Yeah, Charter Arms have some pretty decent stuff, man. Um, that's like Ithaca. Ithaca makes some really good shotguns, but a lot of people don't know they were one of the original producers, along with Colt, of the 1911 for the military contract. So was Singer Sewing Machine, um, along with a couple other companies. I had one once too, Candy. Oh Lord, I'm just glad the day's over. I'm glad the week is over. Yeah, with the blank guns. It trains you to stop that flinch, and you can watch people in their shooting videos that still aren't broke from that flinch. They're still blinking their eye when they squeeze the trigger, and that will make you pull left and right, and will make you pull up and down if you're not careful. And Paul says, "Now you got another." Do I count my grandson as a friend, or is he just my grandson? Cause he be in here trying to kill somebody. I'm surprised he ain't in here now yelling at me. He leaned over yesterday. He was laying on the bed, and I was doing a live, and leaned over and bit the shit out my arm. That's just my carry box, bro. It. I deal with blocks. I don't get single boxes of 50. I buy them in the block, but I keep my old box, and I just refill the box when I'm going out shooting. Um, so I can just refill the box. But no, I buy them Federal in the what is it? Hang on, 250, 500 round. I got 500 round blocks and I got 250 round blocks, and they stay in my bag, and the ends get frayed and stuff. Nah, I didn't run it over with the truck. I promise. Yeah, Singer Sewing Machines actually put out 1911s for a little while before they sold the contract. Um, there was so many ordered during the war that you had Colt, who subcontracted Singer, Ithaca Firearms. There was like 5 companies that put them out, and a lot of them guns are selling for like 500,000 and better, especially your Singer. I'm a little bit of a 1911 freak, so I know a little bit of the history. That's how I was able to throw that. It was designed to have a chamber pressure of 21,000 foot-pounds. Never look at the box of nine the same. Not the 500 pack. I get my ammo the best way I can get it because here we're still having a little bit of issues. Some of your box stores want to put limits. Sometimes you can go in and they don't bother you. Sometimes you go in and grab 5 boxes and they tell you, you can only have 2. Even though the ammo shortage is pretty much gone, they still pull that. And they'll only stock the shelves once that day. So if you go in there and buy all the shit, nobody else is going to be able to buy it until the next day. They've got to where they're just being dumb, especially Academy. Academy's notorious for that. They can have a whole pallet of, say, 243. They'll put like 5 boxes up and they'll put the rest in the back storeroom. Your buckshot, they're only going to put 5 boxes of buckshot. That's it. And you got to go back and just try to catch it on the shelf. If I want good buckshot, I'm having to go pay a little bit more at like the pawn shops. And they're still doing the street dealer. I think I'm going to the plug all over again. You walk into the pawn shop, and they got the damn ammo sitting in Ziploc bags. Well, that's what I was doing to start with, buying obscure ammo, guns I didn't have, because I knew that if the shit really hits the fan, ammo is going to be a currency. You could go ahead and take that to the bank. Ammo is going to be a currency. I watched during our ammo shortage how people acted and how they'd wait in line for an hour before the store opened. So I buy random freaking ammo. I just have a problem with that. To me, if I see it in the safe, I'm supposed to own a firearm that it comes out of. That's like holsters. Having holsters that don't have a gun for it. That's crazy to me, so I have to go buy a gun. Yeah, no kidding, right? But here in South Georgia, they play them kind of silly games, man. There for a while, like 30-30. When the ammo crisis first hit, I had the 30-30. I was getting ammo great, and I was like, cool, I found a hack. I'll just use my 30-30. Then all of a sudden, all that disappeared. And it's just now starting to come back. Candy, I'm afraid to ask what you got stockpiled. Crayons? J-Dog said crayons? Yeah, but his probably go boom. He got them special field crayons. Man, I got all kind of stuff stored though, man. Ways to make my own electricity. 224. Oh, about ah ha ha ha. It's been said people around this area has got a few things stored away in some PVC pipes, allegedly. And then we got the crazies at the end of the road that bury these big ass, the semi truck containers, the cargo containers. The guys down there with the range are burying them things. I'm talking about like he brought in 4 last week, took the excavator and buried every one of them. I have no clue what they're putting in that. I got a few items stockpiled. Nothing crazy, but just basics. Witt said he got a Bear Creek AR. He fixing to reveal it. Shit, we've been going over an hour, guys. I've been here ranting and raving for over an hour. I got silver tips, know what I'm saying? Yeah, water's going to be an important one. You got to figure food's going to be a big issue because it's not what people think, man. When that electricity goes off, that food starts perishing. And if you think you're just going to walk out to the woods and kill your meat, well, so is all the other millions of people. And then you got to drag whatever you got through all the people who are also armed. It's going to be a lot of things people don't think of. But people with skills are going to be able to make it. You know, people who know how to process meat, people who know how to fix stuff. You know, them are going to be the people in high demand. They're going to need people like that. The shit hit the van MacGyvers, you know. Like I already know, I'm gonna stockpile toilet paper. I'm gonna be a toilet paper salesman. Every time we get a little hurricane, they wipe the shelf out of water and toilet paper. No cap. During the height of COVID, I was making money off of homemade hand sanitizer. In the taxi cab, I'd have people get in, they couldn't find hand sanitizer. I was selling little bottles of homemade hand sanitizer. A little bit of aloe, and anything over 120 proof. Hey, Brookside, I'll take the beef, bro. We ain't even got to wait for this shit hit the fan situation. I'll do some bartering beef now. I got hungry kids around this house. J Dog got me beat. Damn it. J Dog had to go offer to fix the damn AK for him. Yeah. Combat medic would damn sure come in handy, bro. I ain't combat, but I damn sure got some medic skills. I'm glad to have. I want to learn more about the herbalists going out and finding the different things out in the wild to, you know, make medicines and stuff. That's something I want to get into. I'm gonna be a witch doctor. That's it. Stick me a chicken bone in my nose and play with herbs. I'll be the local witch doctor. Well, see, Paul, that was a plus I had. My wife, before she went into school teaching, was a OR nurse. So like a lot of my first aid kit and stuff like that come out of ORs. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm gonna be the witch doctor. Come up, I give you blue chew, tell you go home, everything will be good in the morning. I'm a wizard. Nah, I'm just a nobody from a small town in South Georgia. Mm-mm. I wonder how many views I got this time. We had a pretty good, decent run. The one last night, the one last night, J Dog, I damn near wanted to cry. I don't even think I had 100 people view that thing. It's too damn early for this yawning shit now. It's Friday. I gotta stay awake. Watch the late shows. Yeah, Jada, when it first started, I was seeing like 3 people. I'm like, what the hell? And then it jumped up slowly, and then it stayed good for a little while. I have Papa contact saying this old backwoods from Georgia. Ah, hell no. The old mud cricket. That's it. Mud cricket from Georgia. I gotta quit smoking, J Dog. I can't get rid of this damn cough. The runny nose and the cough is the only 2 things I've not gotten rid of. Yeah, mud cricket. I'll take the mud cricket name. I call my grandson the mud minnow, so I'll be the mud cricket. It better than being a swamp donkey or a ditch cricket. That's what we call the meth heads, the ditch crickets. Yeah, a lot of it's they're saying is that vid is going through the schools and everything else, but all it is now is an upset stomach, runny nose, and stuff like that. But I didn't have none of that. I don't know what the hell I got. I got an allergy to bullshit, I think, because I've had a lot of that going on the past couple of days. But yeah, the vid this round that's going around, that's what it is. It's upset stomach, runny nose, I think headaches and something else. It ain't nothing what it was. So don't run out and take the jab, nobody. Yeah, that's what it is, Candy. You just said it. These little germ magnet spawning seeds of Satan go to school one day and come home and give you the ninja flu the next day. Damn germ magnets. School starts back, everybody in the house sick. That's what it is. My wife had to take the day off because of court. Um, but there was 17 teachers out today, just at her school. Oh yeah, they fine. I think they would make it through the radioactive stuff. Kids are just tough. They'd be looking at you crazy because you falling all apart, and they brought it to you. Yeah, super spreaders for real. Germ magnets, spawners. But I wouldn't trade them for nothing, guys. I fuss about them, but they mine. You know, they damn sure get on my nerves. I can't keep a whole soda, nor a whole piece of snack cake. I can't keep a whole nothing because they're gonna come in here and eat half of it. And my wife introduced a 1 year old to a damn Twinkie, so now he's eating my Twinkies. I use them for my science experiments. Sound like the thunder has passed. Might be time to go check out outside. Huh. Yeah. One of the main reasons I don't get. But also, hey man, kids will change your life for real. Um, not so much after you're 50 having to start over, but other than that, it's okay. Not having the energy to run them down that I used to have. But it's all good. Just don't do like me and have a shit ton of girls. That's even worse. I didn't get my boy till my grandson. Sound like the 3-year-old's pissed. I hear her yelling. Well, that's part of the problem right now, Paul, with America especially. These kids aren't reproducing. These kids aren't bringing enough people into the world. And let me go back to candies. I miss candies. My yeah, I do. White with no sound. Then after the kids, it's Technicolor with surround sound. Yeah. But then they come back. If you're not smart enough when your kids leave the house to go to college, I told my wife the day the last one left, we need to get a camper, be like the witness protection, not tell nobody where we're going, and we need to haul ass and we need to do it now. I'll be damned. My daughter came back with 3 with her. And now I'm stuck. But there's a lot of things I didn't do. Like I promised my wife when she hit 40, I was going to replace her with 2 20-year-olds. I still ain't made that upgrade yet. What is up, Llama? Good to see you, brother. Tactical Llama's on site, guys. Be careful on them lives, Llama. They got Stifler yesterday, so YouTube's on their fuckery again. Candy. I couldn't keep up with a damn 20-year-old, bro. He really don't know, Candy. They won't give him no explanation other than a violation, basically. I guess they thought he might have been handling something off the screen or whatever. You know how YouTube is. YouTube just being YouTube. I think he said a week, maybe 2 weeks. That's why I set my stupid little camera up in a stupid little position. I can't show as many, but I can show what I show, and but they can at least see I ain't touching nothing. You don't see no damn hands on the screen. Where's my other cigarette? Oh, okay, I put them up there. I was like, wait a minute, why I got two more pack. Tactical Tote, what's up? When are you doing your live stream stuff, Tactical? Llama? Bloody dick. Bloody dick. Yes. Oh, damn, I can't get my damn nose to clear up. Llama, when you doing your lives? Because I've been going an hour and 22. I usually don't go over an hour. But I've ran like 7 people in here for God knows how long. Oh, FV? FV got some fire stuff, bro. And his kids, I wouldn't stand downrange. Hell to the no, no, no. FV and them, literally, when they tell y'all they shoot a whole house in a year, they mean it. Tactical Tote, it's a love-hate relationship. I don't like semi-autos, but now that I've got it figured out, it runs okay. That's the 12 gauge Citadel Boss. Nah. I like my Maverick 88. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's ugly as hell, but it's mine. The trigger's nice. I don't have a problem with. I don't have a complaint with anything but the magazine that I had to do work on. I'm just not a. I'm not a semi-auto shotgun fan. Whether they're expensive or cheap, I still don't like them. That's right. My Maverick 88 will go bang every time. I might lose a chunk of paint off of it every time, but it will still fire. The coating on the Maverick 88s are absolute shit. But one thing I can say on mine, I've never seen any rust. But the coating just likes to. It's like the clear coat peeling off of a car. The same thing happens to the Maverick 88. They've got a shit coating, but they work. Now I like my doubles, Candy, and I like my singles. I love my old Stevens, the single and the double. And there's nothing like the kick of a pre 1970 double barrel shotgun. The kick on them were just superb. It would wake you up first thing in the morning, and if you wasn't careful, it would put you out for a nap. Oh, you ain't missed nothing major, Paul. We just in here running our mouth. No, that's the Shield Plus tote. Yeah, that's the Shield Plus. Oh, I love a good double barrel. I don't like over and unders. I'm no over and under fan. I'll tell you right off bat. I don't care Benelli or any other. I know over and under for me. I want a side by side double trigger. One thing about your older double barrels, they were so far ahead of their time. If you ever watch the safety, when you break that shotgun open, it automatically puts that gun back on safety. When you close the shotgun, you got to reach up, pull it back down into fire position. I just thought that was always neat on your older like Winchesters and stuff like that. A lot of your recoil depends on your barrel length on the shotgun. But that Maverick's not too bad. I mean, it'll catch you sometimes on real hot ammo, but it's not too bad. But that semi-auto there, I love. That's one thing I can say I love about that semi-auto. I guess because of the gas block in it or whatever, there's not much recoil. To be shooting a 12 gauge round going over 1,600 feet per second and barely feel any recoil. Tactical, when you going to do another one of them multi lives? I enjoyed that night. No, I don't have that. I don't have that option, Paul. I don't think mine's set up because they were using a different app to do their multi live. Um, they could all see everybody's comments, but the people who, if they were on like Llama's page or on like Brookside's page, you could only, if you were watching the live, you could only see their comments. But the guys that were hosting could see everybody's comments. Well, I imagine there is a lot of prep work in it. But it's cool being able to have several creators on at one time. Oh, you talking about? Does it ask you if you want to go live with another person? Yeah, you can go live with another person. You can set that up. But what I'm talking about, he had like four creators on one live, kind of like a Zoom call. Sorry, I had to go blow my nose again. What's up, Pat? Howdy, howdy. Yeah, see, I've never done any collabs with anybody. I just never ask anybody. Yeah, that's what happened on the one that I watched. The person I was watching did nothing wrong. They had somebody on theirs, and we told him 3 or 4 times, bro, stop touching. And he touched that fourth time, and when he did, the whole eye went bloop. I'd rather get on like I do, talk to everybody, wait my turn, and then go watch somebody else's live. That way, when the medication finally does kick in, off to dreamland I go. Let me see if I can find out what time it is without canceling the live. I don't like to touch the screen. Ooh. 2:56. So 4 more minutes and technically I can take my nightly meds. See, I'm saving all my stuff on backup, so if YouTube does take it down.
Boom, 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 bam.
I don't want to hear no bing bop boom 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 bam. What are you saying?
Bing bop boom 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 bam.
What does that mean? If you say the second part of that chorus, I'm going to hit you in the mouth.
I said it again.
Because Papa don't do cuss words, do I? Huh?
No.
Okay, go play. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, go play.
Soda?
Here, take this soda. Told y'all I can't have a whole soda. Here, take this one. Bring me a fresh one. Fuck us. Ooh, I know, ain't she though? Wait till she come back in the room. Any of y'all know any Hindi words? Well, just come here, Angel. What do we say to telemarketers when they call Papa? What do we call them?
Venture?
What?
Venture?
Yeah, take the binky out your mouth. What?
Bancho!
Oh, okay. Tell me to put some of these drinks in the freezer for me, please.
Okay, well,
your nails are beautiful.
I forgot these on here.
Your toenails are beautiful. Your fingernails are beautiful. Tell me to put a couple of Papa's drinks in the freezer, please, because this ain't cold enough. I just got robbed. You got my cold soda and I got a warm soda. That ain't fair. Hey, y'all want to use Google Translate on what bancho means? Our sister knows a lot more because her father would only speak to her in his native language. Now, Angel was with me all the time, so she speaks English. I got a whole box of sodas Mimi was supposed to get.
Well, it's the wind in the freezer.
Well, then why'd I get a hot one? Oh, because you can't reach the freezer. Okay, I'll get it in a minute.
The step stool's also there.
What?
The step stool's in here.
Don't be getting the step stool getting in stuff you ain't supposed to. Y'all do that in my cabinet, so that's why I ain't got Twinkies. You ate all the sweets, the cookies. There ain't nothing for Papa.
That actually, this morning, I got up and I had to use the step stool to get my yoga thing. Me wouldn't get up, so I had to do that by myself. Use that thing.
Okay, get up my room.
Get up.
I ain't getting up. You stay out.
Get up.
Bye.
Bye.
You're wasting what? That was a shitty situation, I'm sure. The damn trains are taking out the shit trucks now. That's a real shitty situation. Something don't quite smell right on that one, Pat. Diabolical. Candy. I didn't notice the train. Clean up on aisle 6. I'm dead up. Like, I'm going home. Today's a perfect day to call out sick. Ooh. Can we confirm who was driving the train? Damn it. You were trying to roll up a slap wood. Oh, I bet they are begging for you now. Yeah, all the supervisors went home 10 minutes after it happened.
Are you scared to get out?
I'm on live. Please get out. Thank you. That's crazy. The ghost trains with no lights. Hey, we got stories about ghost trains around here allegedly. That one road I'm always going to shoot on my short content. There's a train track there that's notorious for that. Ghost lights and shit. The bullworm train. Yeah, ghost train lights, bro. At, I've always explained it away, but supposedly like lights that come out of nowhere when you're crossing this dark ass road, and you'll hear a horn and train lights and everything else, and then when you look, it's not there. No, the deer are very much real. Trust me, I got enough dented fenders over the years to say that the deer, well, they're ghosts after I get done with them. Biggest argument I ever gotten with a law enforcement officer was over a damn deer. One of my taxi cabs on St. Simon's Island hit a deer, and they were going to call somebody to come retrieve the remains. I'm like, hell no, it destroyed my car. That deer is going home with me. Damn it. Can't breathe. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, we laughed about it, but that's not cool when somebody gets hurt, man. But at least they survived. Actually, one of my great uncle, they said it was like a scene off the movie. He got killed by a train. And then my uncle that I've got tattooed on my arm, he got killed by a train. But they think he had a heart attack, and from the red light to where the train was only maybe 30 yards, and he was already doing over 100 mile an hour. So they think he had a heart attack and just stomped the gas and hit the train. It's Friday. It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do. I'm gonna get you high today. Yep, then they're fired. Exactly. Especially when the drug tests come back. It. Actually, who just said that about laying in front of the trains? Paul went right down the road from my house. There's a sign, RIP sign or whatever. That's exactly what a young man did. He went apparently and laid across the tracks and let the train just go bloop bloop. And now there's a plaque set up in memory of him, and they put flowers there every week. I'm sorry, ain't nobody in life worth me getting hit by a mud up train. Maybe I was just built different. Maybe I'm not normal. Whatever. Nobody made me love enough to want to take my life when they went gone. I always loved myself too damn much. But I always observed how life was funny. In your darkest moments when the brightest light shines. And I mean that in 1997, I went through my first divorce. So let's just say I lost my best friend. 4 days later, my dad dropped dead of a massive heart attack. So I lost my two best friends. Lost everything I owned. Literally went to homeless, sleeping under Peachtree City Bridge in Atlanta, Georgia. 2 weeks later, I met my wife that I'm married to now. Within a year, I had my first child, and then the rest was history. I had my first actual business. It was mine. So I know how quick, things change. Ooh, shit. Ribs, pork, steaks, and chicken. Oh, they hooking y'all up. Oh, they want to make sure you eat good. Just make sure you wash your hands. And make sure they wash theirs. And make sure the barbecue sauce ain't discolored. That would be diabolical. Nah, they're smart, man. That's diabolical on management side. They're like, we ain't letting these fools go out for no lunch break because they won't come back. We're not letting them go home to eat because they won't come back. We'll just feed them and do away with the excuse right now. And everybody get a little overtime check out of it this week. Damn, I ain't never hit a live at 2 hours. I'm at 144 now, y'all. Right. Like, give me my lunchtime tomorrow. Maintenance training. I think that's what my cousin does. He's a mechanic for waste management. And they handle both. They handle the trash trucks and and the sewer trucks. Oh, Candy, we used to get well, allegedly, a lot of stuff would fall off trains. We, the area I'm in, one of its nicknames is Dock Junction. This is where they dock all the train cars up for the next 2 or 3 days and load up the trains to ship everything out. So it was a nice place to find stuff that fell off the train. Oh yeah, they sell. We now got armed security that rides up and down the tracks now. Didn't used to have all that, but nowadays they got armed security that ride up and down the train tracks. Damn it. I really wasn't trying to get this NyQuil tonight, but I might have to. £400 and has a baton. That sounds like most of our school resource officers. I asked my wife the other day, I said, that's our resource officer? She said, yeah. I said, how the hell would he run from one side of school to the other if he had to? Y'all have to ball him up and roll him. Now that would be cool. A train labeled Winchester? I still remember how to pick a lock. Allegedly. That's something funny though, guys. Well, not funny, but I watch random shit. I like documentaries and stuff to sleep to. And there was one I watched on trains that these train communities, hobos, or whatever you call them, they have like the schedule to every train that's running in America and where it's going and how long the stops are and stuff. And that's how they travel from place to place. I'm telling you, I watch random shit. Your SR has a Z17. Yeah, ours, I don't know what he's carrying, but I know he's a big old boy. The trucks used to be another good source of stuff. Big screen TV. Man, you go to New York and pick up all kind of stuff that fell off trucks. That's what I'm saying. Did you at least get a couple boxes? Be like, here, I'll help you pick this up. Scratch and dent sale. Alright guys, I've been going long enough. Love all y'all. Stay strapped. Keep one in the tube. Always be blessed. I will catch y'all on one of your lives in just a little while. Thanks guys.